It's Ask here. Today I want to make this video as a warning to every gamer out there who's looking into getting a next-gen console. The time is now. If you guys sit and wait until next year in May 2026, I can guarantee you there'll be basically no consoles and they'll be scalped when GTA 6 comes out. I've told a lot of my personal friends, and some of them have stuck with their old consoles and they didn't upgrade. Now, what's happening is the Xbox Series X is now $100 more expensive than what it used to be yesterday. I told a lot of people they should get next gen ASAP. And this is another warning because eventually the PlayStation 5 is going to get more expensive. Because as soon as what's going to happen now, Xbox has set a new standard. Games going forward are not going to be $70 or $60. They'll be $80. As Xbox has stated in their first party titles like Call of Duty, that includes everything, is going to be new, is now $80. And their existing consoles, you want to get a Series S, 500 gigabytes, and only has 365 gigs of storage. Well, good luck. That's now like $345. When I got my Series S from the Microsoft store 2 or 3 years ago, it costed me $220. And in January of this year, I decided to trade it in at GameStop, which a lot of people hate GameStop. Explain the finances with them. I got a $165 of store credit, and I was able to use that towards the PlayStation 5 disc edition. Now, if you're going to be getting console, get the disc. Do not get the digital, or else you'll be locked into whatever purchases this PlayStation Store offers. You will not be able to go get a GameStop and purchase a game for cheap. You'll be locked out to paying very expensive money for games, even older games that shouldn't be $40, $50, like Call of Duty 4. And the price that I paid is really reasonable. I paid $320 out of pocket. That included my GameStop Pro membership. And I have a video about that on the channel of me talking about how useful GameStop Pro is and how great it is. Now, if you are looking into buying a next gen, you're thinking about it, now is the time. Get a PlayStation 5, trade in whatever you have at GameStop, and buy that console you want. Right now, the Xbox Series X, if you have that, it's $412, almost near to the cost what you get it for brand new at Microsoft. They're offering so much good store value. You can use that and get the bundle, the PS5 bundle with the Astro World, and that's $450. So basically, you can switch from Xbox to PS4, PS5 for basically $40. It's a very good deal, and I do not think this is going to last very long. Eventually, with how Xbox has made a very sudden move with increasing their prices, PlayStation will follow in that footsteps. If they can get away with charging more in the industry, then everybody's going to do it. And Xbox is a huge market leader. And so this change affects everybody. So the new standard of video games is $80. The new standard of consoles is now $500, $600. And if you want to get a console, the best time is to get it right now before they start to get overly expensive and they start to get scalped when GTA 6 comes out in May 26th. I was fortunate enough, I traded in for a pretty good price. And I'm going to show you the previous page here. So if you go on the GameStop website, you can go and trade in on the corner there, and it tells you the value. So this right here is $247. Now that's pretty substantial from my previous $165. That's about $50 more. Now the thing for me, I still feel like at the time, I still feel happy that I traded in, because the PlayStation 5, it would be painful to wait for a whole half a year to get a PlayStation when I really wanted one. But I'm just telling everybody who is an Xbox fan, really reconsider your options. you're going to be starting to pay a lot of premium money for something that doesn't have as big of a community as PlayStation or Switch. You should look into getting out of that ecosystem and try to find something better and new. And this is an opportunity for anybody. The Series S is going for $247, and you should use the store credit using the Pro value. Now, the reason why you want to do Pro value is how you do that is you get the GameStop Pro membership, which is $25. And that first $10, you can use $10 can get subtracted from that membership fee if you use that towards a game. So like I bought GTA 5 for $20, but then $10 off was discounted on that game. So that's how it worked. So I was able to pay $15 for the membership, $10 towards GTA. And that's it. It's a superb deal, and you get $5 a month to use on anything you want in the store. So like my first month, I had $10 of credit. So I got Horizon Zero Dawn. Then the next month, I got Black Ops 4 and a lot of other titles like God of War and stuff like that for cheap. Like you don't have to spend a lot of money. Like I spent $3. So don't skip out on, don't do the cash option, do the store credit option. If you're going to go to GameStop, commit to buying a console there. Call up the GameStops and be like, hey, look, do you have something in inventory? Do you have a PlayStation 5 bundle? And it's very likely right now that it's all out of stock. And it's part of the reason that's why I bought it in January, because I was still anticipating huge demand at some point. And I had to go to 2-3 different GameStops to find the one that I wanted that had the bundle. Now, with PlayStation 5, you want to go for new. They offer used consoles that are PlayStations. Don't go for them. They can have defects. They can have scratches on them. You can also, the liquid metal could have drained out of the CPU. Because when you put the PlayStation 5 vertically, that liquid metal in the CPU die eventually starts to come down because of gravity. And I don't do that. I put it horizontally, but it's very important to get a new console in the first place. Also, with any PlayStation, you don't have to pay for batteries ever again. You don't have to get AA batteries. You don't even need a headset because you can do voice chat through the controller. So keep that in mind when you're making this purchase. There's some things that are so convenient that's already included that you don't have to pay extra for. The PlayStation Plus Essentials is a little $20 more expensive than Xbox Game Core, but it's worth it because you get much better games every month. Like for example, there's Payday 3, there was Sonic Colors. This month there was some game. It was really good, solid titles, and they're free. And unlike Xbox One Core, you get super great games, and I play them. So on Xbox, when I had that Game Pass Core, it wasn't great at all. Like the games they would push out would be nothing of my interest. They would be just like $2 games, but their games that are putting out on there are worth $15. So I highly recommend PlayStation Plus Essentials. If you don't want to step money on it, you can go to like a Kinguin or Kinguin website and buy like an account, which works. You can keep that account on the PlayStation and use your main account. But basically, what I'm saying here is that PlayStation is fundamentally better because now Xbox games are coming to PlayStation. So there's basically no exclusive games on that platform. PlayStation has a bigger community, has more features, has a better premium gaming experience, better performance, and a much better UI in my opinion. So if you're in the fence about getting a PlayStation, now is the time to switch and get on that bandwagon. And for the people who are thinking about getting an Xbox, really reconsider it. You're paying a serious amount of money for a console that just yesterday cost $80 less. And I do not think they'll change it because it's a way for companies also to break even on their console margins. And they have no real incentive to really change it. Nintendo's already getting away with charging a huge amount of money for a subpar system, technically. Yeah, it could play Cyberpunk, but I'm 100% sure that this console, this little Nintendo Switch 2 is not as powerful as a PS5. It's not as powerful and it doesn't have all the things it has. PS5 has free online multiplayer. Nintendo. So just keep those things in mind. It's very important when you're trying to make a purchase for the long run. And I'm still very happy with my purchase. If you have any more questions or information, drop in the comments and leave a like. And that's my little tangent for today. Peace.